You're watching the Weiss channel. So we're going to do the second part of similar figures today. Similar figures part 2. So for example, see in this case, well, what we did the first time was we had two figures that were set in exactly the same direction. So it was easier to tell what side corresponded with what side. It's not as easy when two of the shapes are twisted. All right, so for example, triangle FGH is similar to triangle IJK. Find the measure of side KI, round to the nearest tenth if necessary. Now, here's what's the most important piece. FGH and IJK. What you need to realize here is that F corresponds with I. G corresponds with J. H corresponds with K. Which means, for example, all right, if I'm looking at FH, this 6 right here, 6 FH, FH is going to correspond with IK. Does that make sense? The first and the third position corresponds with the first and the third position. So I'm going to put 6 over X. I'm going to call that blank space X. And then FG is going to correspond with IJ, right? So this 13 corresponds with 41. So 6 over X equals 13 over 41. Cross multiply. 6 times 41 divided by 13, and you get 18.92. And to the nearest tenth is 18.9. Okay? Here it says quadrilateral HIJK corresponds with LMNO. So if I take KH is 16. What does KH correspond with? KH corresponds with OL. All right? So this 16 is going to correspond with this OL, which is 59. So I'm going to do 16 over 59. Keep in mind also, I'm going from left to right, the left figure to the right figure. So if I do 16 over 59, then I have to do 25 over X. Okay? So 16 over 59 equals 25 over X. You get 92.1875, which rounds to 92.2. JKL is similar to MNO. All right? I'm going to start with 11. That's going to be LK. All right, LK is going to correspond with what? ON, right? So I'm going to put 11 over 42, right? So since I'm going to put 11 over 42, then I'm going to put 17 over X. 11 over 42 equals 17 over X. You get 64.9. Over here, EFGH is similar to IJKL. I'm going to start with this 7. GH. GH corresponds with what? KL. All right, KL is 34. So I'm going to do 7 over 34 equals 11 over X, right? You get 53.4. IJKL corresponds with MNOP. All right, I'm going to start with IJ. IJ is 9. What does IJ correspond with? MN. Okay, so 9 over 38 is going to equal 14 over X. And you get 59.1. You've been watching the Weiss channel.